The end of a year calls for a closer look at the past and a closer look at it. This is the last editorial for 2019 and perhaps a review, Commander.
Oui, mon lieutenant. Commençons par un rappel de la devise des forces de défense camerounaises qui est honneur et fidélité.
Yes, Lieutenant, let us start with a reminder of the motto of the Cameroonian Defense Forces, which is honor and loyalty. To point out that the mystic of honor gives meaning to life and attests to the existence of freedom. The mystic of honor implies a permanent quest for greatness and exaltation of virtue. Honor is indeed the blind and prestigious instrument of a quasi-divine mission entrusted to those who accept servitude and self-sacrifice. It is the spirit of this mystic that animated the action and attitude of the Cameroonian Defense Forces in 2019. This editorial, no doubt, which, as you rightly mentioned, is the last for the year 2019, could have been directed towards a retrospective of the ending year, except that we can't claim to be exhaustive. The period mentioned above has been so full of events. At the political strategic level, the Cameroonian Defense Forces have had the great privilege of meeting their constitutional head, His Excellency Paul Biya, whose attention they will have drawn. First, when the New Year's greetings are presented, the contact will be established through a martial salute, followed by a cordial handshake that was oath-worthy. Then, at the graduation ceremony of the 36th batch of cadet officers from the Combined Armed Services Military Academy, Christian Unity and Diversity. Unity and diversity, two distinctive expressions of living together in Cameroon, but which are the target of choice for the enemies of our country. The directives of the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces were extended at the military strategic level through the Minister Delegate at the Presidency in charge of Defense, Betty Asomo Joseph, whose administrative action and field trips were aimed at ensuring both the execution of instructions and the encouragement of personnel. Same pace at the level of the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Meka René Claude, Chiefs of Staff and Territorial Commanders. Under the rigorous and enlightened leadership of the highest level, the female and male personnel of the Cameroonian Army have performed their mission of preserving the integrity and sanctuary of the national territory, securing people and property, safeguarding the institutions of the Republic, and consolidating national unity, our Army being the crucible. This status was not denied even in the worst moments when death struck, in the most sudden, most tragic way too, by a perfidious enemy thirsty for our blood. The nation gathered has honored its intrepid defenders. The determined nation has comforted the energies of its valiant soldiers. The memory of their sacrifice will always increase and oxygenate the flame of our will to go to the final victory.
De la manière la plus soudaine, la plus tragique aussi, portée par un perfide ennemi assoiffé de notre sang. La nation a couru, recueilli, a su honorer ses intrépides défenseurs péris. La nation déterminée a su reconforter les énergies de ses vaillants soldats. Le souvenir de leur sacrifice attise et oxygénera toujours la flamme de notre volonté d'aller jusqu'à la victoire finale.
At the level of the communication plan of the Ministry of Defense, which you pilot, Commander?
Mon lieutenant, c'est difficile d'être à la fois partie et juge.
Lieutenant, you know, it's difficult to be a party and a judge, so I will only talk about our actions. It turns out that in these times of proliferation of security violations, popularization of sources and backup information, the slightest incident related to security is quickly recovered, disseminated, pinned up by inexperienced hands, very often by malicious spirits, in order to disconnect the army from its nation. As far as we are concerned, our main focus are based on the constant search for the truth of facts, the gathering of evidence, information, creating awareness, and make available valuable information to the general public. because our people have the right to know. Throughout this year 2019, which is coming to an end, a year whose course has never been a long and quiet river, we have always felt supported, encouraged and protected. Support in terms of observations, suggestions, and above all criticisms will have served us and will continue to serve as a compass in order to maintain the course of truth, transparency, ethics in the fulfillment of our duty, to create awareness and protection throughout the actions and projections of the defense forces. Your commitment is vital to us. It is with gratitude and delight that we meet you every time. You will always be faithful companions, both in humility and devoutness of our transcendent greatness, and in the timelessness and immeasurable nature of our magnificent services. Finally, let me stress from the greatness of the military uniform, as well as from the intertwined services of the military uniform, that as we come out of all the difficulties, Cameroon, our dear and beautiful country, is and remains one. The nation will win, the fatherland will triumph. Happy and prosperous 2020 to you all.
La nation vaincra, la patrie triomphera. À vous toutes et à vous tous, bonne et heureuse année 2020.